Have you ever crossed the threshold of your dwelling and instantly felt an unseen burden descend upon you? Perhaps your drive has waned, your financial prosperity seems stalled, or your thoughts are murky with anxiety. Many seek explanations in destiny or external forces, never realizing that the very energy within their personal space might be the true source of their troubles. Buddhist wisdom reveals to us that our surroundings are a mirror reflecting our inner state. The possessions we accumulate, whether intentionally or unconsciously, hold an energetic charge that can either elevate us or subtly deplete our vitality. Imagine carrying an old, cumbersome backpack overflowing with unnecessary items. Its weight slows your pace, yet you continue to carry it simply because it feels familiar. Our homes function similarly. When we cling to objects that symbolize stagnation, decay, or unresolved emotions, they shape our reality, unknowingly reinforcing patterns of limitation. This isn't about mere superstition or instant fixes, it's about reclaiming your vital force and creating space for positive transformation to unfold. In this discourse, we will unveil 24 unexpected household items that might be hindering your progress and overall well-being. But that's not all. Even more importantly, we'll delve into the profound wisdom behind why eliminating these obstacles can unlock the gateway to abundance, clarity, and serenity. Let us commence this journey of revitalization. Number 1. Clocks that have stopped. In Buddhist philosophy, time is considered among the most invaluable resources we possess. A clock that is no longer working embodies stagnation, whether in your personal evolution, career advancement, or financial flourishing. When time appears to stand still, it subtly influences our minds, instilling a sensation of being trapped or lacking motivation. There is an ancient Buddhist tale about a monk who once visited a village where the inhabitants lamented their misfortunes. He observed that numerous homes displayed clocks that were broken and still hanging on the walls. He gathered the villagers and inquired, "Why do you keep reminders of stillness within your homes when life itself is intended to move forward?" The villagers were speechless, yet the monk's words resonated deeply within them. They repaired or removed their stopped clocks, and shortly thereafter, many reported experiencing positive shifts in their lives. Imagine entering a home where a broken clock is prominently displayed. Each glance at it reinforces the notion that time has ceased to advance, subtly impacting the energy of the entire household. A stopped clock does more than simply show the incorrect time, it acts as a subconscious signal that progress has come to a halt. Instead of allowing this energy to persist, repair the clock or replace it altogether. Allow the ticking sound to serve as a constant reminder that time is in motion, progress is underway, and success is attainable. Every moment is precious in shaping your future trajectory. Number 2. Mirrors that are cracked or broken. Mirrors in Buddhism are frequently linked to self-awareness and introspection. However, a cracked mirror distorts reality and fragments the energy that surrounds it. It can potentially lead to emotional upheaval, strained relationships, and even financial difficulties. If you possess a mirror with cracks, contemplate replacing it to invite lucidity and a positive self-perception into your life. There is a Zen parable about a young monk who sought wisdom from his esteemed teacher. The monk inquired, "Master, why do I feel uncertain about my path? When I observe the world, everything appears unclear." The master presented him with a bowl of water and instructed him to gaze into it. The water was still and transparent, perfectly reflecting the monk's face. Then, the master dropped a pebble into the bowl, creating ripples that disturbed the reflection. "This is your mind," the master explained. A clear reflection arises from stillness. When it is disturbed, the truth becomes difficult to discern. A cracked mirror functions in a similar manner. It distorts our self-perception and our energy, making it challenging to see our authentic selves. Interestingly, a broken mirror is often considered unlucky because it reflects fragmented energy back into the home, leading to confusion, tension, and missed opportunities. Imagine awakening each morning and seeing your reflection through a fractured lens. Subtly, it impacts your self-esteem, decision-making abilities, and emotional well-being. In Buddhism, self-awareness is the very foundation of enlightenment. The way we perceive ourselves shapes our reality. Keeping a broken mirror in your home symbolizes an incomplete self-image, reinforcing feelings of insecurity and doubt. Instead, replace it with a mirror that is clear and whole, one that reflects your true potential and invites positive energy into your space. This seemingly small act of renewal can assist in realigning your thoughts, boosting your self-confidence, and creating an environment where success and harmony can flourish. Number 3. Flowers that are dried. While dried flowers may appear as charming decorative elements, they represent stagnation and decay. Unlike fresh flowers that infuse life into a space, dried ones hold on to past energy, hindering growth and renewal. If you are seeking abundance, replace dried flowers with living plants to cultivate vitality, joy, and prosperity. A Zen master once wisely stated, "The beauty of a flower lies in its impermanence. It blossoms, it withers, it falls, and in doing so, it teaches us the rhythm of life." In Buddhist traditions, fresh flowers are frequently utilized as offerings to remind practitioners of the transient nature of existence. However, when flowers dry up and remain within a space, they transform into a frozen relic of what once was, an anchor to the past. Imagine entering a room filled with dried, brittle petals. It carries a distinctly different energy compared to a space brimming with lush greenery or freshly bloomed blossoms. Dried flowers symbolize stagnation, a reluctance to release, and an attachment to something that no longer serves its intended purpose. This can subtly influence your mindset, keeping you tethered to memories or past struggles rather than embracing the present moment and the future. If your intention is to invite growth and renewal into your life, consider filling your home with vibrant living plants. They not only enhance air quality and introduce fresh energy, but they also serve as a daily reminder that life is perpetually changing. The act of nurturing a plant mirrors the way we must cultivate our own progress through care, patience, and an openness to change. Releasing dried flowers is a small yet potent act of liberation. It symbolizes a willingness to clear out what is no longer necessary and create space for new beginnings. By undertaking this action, you enable the energy within your home to flow freely, welcoming abundance, renewal, and joy. Now I'm going to tell you the most important thing. Number 4. Bedding that is old or torn. Sleep is a fundamental pillar of well-being. Your bed should be a sanctuary of restoration and tranquility, yet old or torn bedding can transmit subconscious messages of neglect and weariness. Investing in fresh, high-quality linens not only enhances comfort but also attracts positive energy, ensuring that you awaken rejuvenated and prepared to seize opportunities. The Buddha once proclaimed, "When the mind is at peace, the body rests in harmony." Sleep is not solely about physical rest, it is a period for the mind and soul to recharge and find restoration. In numerous Buddhist monasteries, significant emphasis is placed on maintaining the sleeping area clean, orderly, and comfortable, as it directly influences one's energy and clarity upon waking. Imagine going to sleep on sheets that are worn out, torn, or uncomfortable. It subconsciously signals to your mind that you are settling for less, neglecting your own well-being. However, when you invest in clean, fresh bedding, you cultivate an environment of care, self-respect, and renewal. Just as monks prepare their sleeping quarters with mindfulness, treating your bed as a sacred space can transform your entire perspective on rest and restoration. Your sleep environment should be a sanctuary, a place where you can completely unwind and recharge. When you replace old bedding with soft, high-quality linens, you not only improve your sleep quality but also invite positive energy into your life. Restful sleep cultivates clarity, vitality, and the strength to embrace new opportunities each day. Number 5. Dishes that are chipped or cracked. Eating from chipped dishes is akin to consuming broken energy. In many cultures, including Buddhist teachings, dining is a sacred act that symbolizes nourishment for both the body and soul. Utilizing damaged dishware subconsciously reinforces a sense of lack rather than abundance. Replace them with whole, intact dishes to cultivate prosperity and appreciation for what you already possess. A Tibetan proverb wisely states, "What you eat from reflects what you receive in life." If your dishware is damaged, it may symbolize financial instability and a fragmented sense of abundance. In Buddhist teachings, food is not merely sustenance, it is a form of expressing gratitude and practicing mindfulness. When monks receive alms, they eat with profound appreciation, treating each meal as a sacred offering. Imagine if they were presented with a cracked or broken bowl. It would symbolize something incomplete, reinforcing a sense of scarcity. In the same way, eating from chipped dishes at home can subtly instill a mindset of scarcity. Consider this: what if every meal you consumed was served in a dish that was whole, clean, and beautiful? Would it alter your perception of abundance? Would it make you feel more deserving of prosperity? The act of utilizing complete and well-kept dishware is a reflection of self-respect and a welcoming attitude towards abundance. By making this small change, you shift your mindset from lack to gratitude, inviting greater prosperity into your home. The energy of abundance begins with the smallest details, even the plates from which you eat. Number 6. Furniture that is damaged. Our furniture represents stability within our lives. A broken chair, a wobbly table, or a sagging couch can engender feelings of instability, both physically and mentally. Repairing or replacing these items signifies a commitment to fostering a secure and prosperous life. There is a Zen teaching that states, "A sturdy home begins with a strong foundation, just as a steady mind leads to a peaceful life." When we permit damaged furniture to remain in our space, we send an unconscious message to our minds that we are tolerating instability and discomfort. Imagine sitting in a chair that wobbles beneath you or placing your belongings on a table that feels unsteady. These seemingly minor inconveniences can permeate our daily lives, creating a subtle but persistent sense of unease. Just as a stable chair supports us physically, a well-maintained home environment supports our emotional and mental well-being. In Buddhist monasteries, every object serves a purpose and is cared for with intention. Monks repair what is broken and replace what no longer serves, understanding that a harmonious environment nurtures a peaceful mind. When we repair or replace damaged furniture, we create a space that fully supports us, reinforcing stability, confidence, and growth in our lives. If your desire is to bring balance and security into your home, take a look at your surroundings. Are there items in disrepair that you have been overlooking? Taking action to fix or replace them can be a powerful step in inviting positive change and stability into your life. Number 7. Gifts received from a former lover. Objects hold energy, and gifts from past romantic relationships can serve as lingering emotional ties. Keeping these items may prevent you from fully embracing new love and opportunities. Consider letting go of these objects to create space for new, positive connections. A wise Buddhist master once advised a student who was struggling to move forward from a past relationship, "You cannot walk forward while constantly looking backward." Holding on to gifts from an ex-lover is akin to carrying an invisible weight. Each time you see these items, they subconsciously pull you back into a past chapter of your life, keeping you emotionally tethered to someone who is no longer present in your journey. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of impermanence teaches us that nothing is intended to last forever: relationships, emotions, and even material possessions. Clinging to reminders of the past only engenders suffering. Imagine a flowing river. If you attempt to grasp the water, it slips through your fingers, but if you allow it to flow, it nourishes everything in its path. Consider this: if you are holding on to an old love letter, a piece of jewelry, or a photograph from a past relationship, ask yourself, does this item bring me peace, or does it keep me tied to a past I have outgrown? By releasing these objects, you create space for new love, new opportunities, and a renewed sense of self. In many Buddhist traditions, monks regularly engage in cleansing rituals to remove attachments and stagnant energy. You can do the same. If an object from a former relationship still holds meaning, contemplate donating it, passing it on to someone else, or even performing a small ritual of gratitude before letting it go. Thank it for the lessons it imparted, and then allow yourself to move forward unburdened. Releasing is not a sign of forgetting, it is an act of self-care, a commitment to your future happiness. When you release what no longer serves you, you make room for joy, love, and fresh energy to enter your life. Watch to the end and you'll find out the most important thing. Number 8. Keys that are unused. Keys symbolize access and opportunities. Holding on to keys that are no longer in use can represent missed chances or doors that no longer serve your purpose. Decluttering them can create space for new opportunities and fresh starts. There is a Zen saying, "The door you keep trying to open may no longer lead anywhere." Many of us hold on to keys from old homes, cars, workplaces, or even storage units, believing that they may one day be useful, but in reality, they often become symbols of attachment to the past, to places, and situations that no longer play a role in our present lives. Imagine carrying a heavy keychain laden with keys that no longer serve a purpose. Each one represents a moment, a commitment, or a responsibility that you have already moved on from. When you hold on to these keys, it is as if you are subconsciously clinging to chapters that have already closed, preventing you from fully stepping into new opportunities. In Buddhist teachings, letting go is a fundamental practice for attaining peace and clarity. Just as monks relinquish material possessions to pursue a life of mindfulness, we too can benefit from shedding unnecessary burdens. Take a moment to examine your collection of keys. Ask yourself, which doors do these still open? Which ones belong to a past that I no longer need to revisit? By discarding unused keys, you symbolically open yourself up to fresh experiences. Releasing the old allows new doors to appear, ones that lead to growth, prosperity, and freedom. Decluttering even the smallest objects can have a profound impact on your mental state, creating space for new possibilities to enter your life. Number 9. Candles that are half-burned. Lighting a candle sets an intention, yet a half-burned candle represents something incomplete. Unfinished tasks and lingering doubts can accumulate negative energy. Either burn your candles completely or replace them to encourage closure and fresh beginnings. In Buddhist tradition, lighting a candle is an act of mindfulness, a way to illuminate both the physical and the spiritual path. Monks often light candles during meditation, setting an intention for clarity and wisdom. However, when a candle is left half-burned, it symbolizes unfinished business, a goal left unachieved, a decision left unmade, or an emotional burden still carried. Imagine a candle flickering but never fully burning down. This mirrors the way many of us leave things undone in life, carrying unresolved emotions, unspoken words, or half-pursued dreams. These lingering energies can create stagnation, much like a flame that is constantly extinguished before it fulfills its purpose. A Zen master once said, "To complete one step fully is to invite the next with clarity." Leaving candles half-burned is akin to pausing in hesitation, never allowing the energy of resolution to flow. If you find yourself holding on to partially burned candles, ask yourself, what in my life have I left incomplete? What emotional or physical burdens am I carrying that need closure? Consider lighting these candles with intention and allowing them to burn completely, symbolizing the completion of a chapter in your life. If the candle is old or no longer serves its purpose, replacing it can invite fresh energy, much like closing one door so another can open. Embrace the act of completion, and let the light guide you toward a path of renewal and growth. The important thing is ahead. Number 10. Plants that are artificial. Real plants enhance energy flow, but artificial ones symbolize stagnation. They lack the life force that promotes renewal and vitality. If possible, opt for live plants to invite prosperity and health into your space. There is an ancient Buddhist teaching that speaks of how nature embodies the essence of impermanence and renewal. A Zen master once asked his students, "What is the difference between a stone and a tree?" One student replied, "A tree breathes, changes, and grows, while a stone remains still." The master nodded in agreement. To bring life into your space, you must surround yourself with things that grow. Artificial plants, while aesthetically pleasing to the eye, do not possess the same energy as real plants. They do not breathe, grow, or change, and in many ways, they can become symbols of stagnation. Buddhism teaches that change is essential for growth, and surrounding oneself with stagnant objects can unknowingly influence one's state of mind, preventing life energy from flowing freely. Imagine entering a home filled with vibrant greenery, each leaf growing, each flower blooming in its own time. Now contrast that with a home filled with plastic plants that never change. One environment nurtures life, while the other remains static. Choosing real plants, even if they require care and attention, is an investment in vitality, renewal, and prosperity. Buddhist monks often cultivate gardens, not just for their beauty but as a form of mindfulness practice. Watering plants, pruning leaves, and watching them flourish is a practice of patience and connection to nature. When we choose real plants over artificial ones, we invite that same mindful energy into our own homes, reminding ourselves daily of the beauty of impermanence and growth. If you have artificial plants, consider replacing them with living ones. Even a small potted plant by your window can infuse new energy into your space. Allow nature's wisdom to fill your home with vitality and observe as it transforms not just your surroundings, but your state of mind as well. Number 11. Sources of water that are stagnant. Water symbolizes wealth in numerous spiritual traditions, including Buddhism. Stagnant water, whether in vases or fountains, represents blocked energy and financial struggles. Regularly refreshing water sources ensures a steady and continuous flow of abundance. There's an ancient Buddhist teaching that says, flowing water purifies, stagnant water decays. Water is the very essence of life, constantly moving, changing, and nourishing. A still, unmoving body of water, however, can become a breeding ground for negativity, not just physically but energetically. Imagine a fountain in your home that has ceased to function, a vase filled with stale water, or an unused fish tank gathering dust. These stagnant water sources reflect blockages in your own life, whether in wealth, opportunities, or personal growth. Just as a river must keep flowing to remain fresh, the energy in your home must move freely for abundance to thrive. In Buddhist philosophy, water is also intrinsically linked to clarity of mind. A stagnant mind, much like stagnant water, can become murky, filled with doubt and hesitation. Regularly refreshing the water in your home, whether by replacing the water in vases, maintaining a functioning fountain, or even ensuring your plumbing is in good condition, helps to create an environment where prosperity can flow unhindered. Consider this: if your financial or personal life feels stuck, take a moment to examine the water sources in your home. Is there a blocked sink, a dusty aquarium, or an old forgotten vase? Cleansing and refreshing these sources can serve as a powerful symbolic act, inviting new energy, new opportunities, and a renewed sense of abundance. Number 12. Artwork that is negative or dark. Artwork profoundly affects the energy of a space. Dark or unsettling images can subconsciously evoke negativity. Surrounding yourself with uplifting, inspiring visuals fosters positivity and success. In Buddhist temples, every piece of artwork is intentional and purposeful. It serves to inspire peace, wisdom, and enlightenment. The images we choose to display in our homes hold energy, shaping our emotions and mental state in ways we might not even realize. A Zen master once told his students, "What you place before your eyes shapes your mind. Choose wisely, for your thoughts become your reality." Imagine walking into a room adorned with paintings of chaos, sorrow, or aggression. Over time, even if only subconsciously, these images can affect your emotions, reinforcing stress, fear, or sadness. Now picture a space decorated with serene landscapes, depictions of wisdom, or vibrant expressions of joy. The contrast is clear and undeniable: one drains your energy, while the other uplifts it. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes the importance of cultivating an environment that reflects inner peace. This is precisely why monasteries are adorned with calming artwork, depictions of the Buddha in meditation, scenes of nature, or intricate mandalas designed to draw the mind into focus and harmony. If you consistently surround yourself with negative imagery, it can manifest in your daily life, affecting your decision-making, relationships, and overall emotional balance. Take a look around your home right now. Are there paintings or sculptures that evoke discomfort, fear, or sadness? If so, consider replacing them with art that inspires hope, strength, and positivity. Even something as simple as a painting of a blooming lotus, a powerful Buddhist symbol of purity and enlightenment, can shift the energy of a space, making it more conducive to personal growth and happiness. By choosing artwork that resonates with peace and success, you align your external environment with your internal aspirations. Allow your walls to reflect the future you wish to create, one filled with light, wisdom, and boundless possibilities. Now I'm going to tell you the gist. Number 13. Shoes that are torn or worn out. Shoes are more than just a basic necessity, they symbolize our journey, our progress, and our inherent ability to move forward in life. In many cultures, especially within Buddhism, footwear represents not just physical movement but also spiritual progression. When your shoes are tattered and worn down, they may unconsciously reinforce the feeling of being stuck, of walking a path that leads nowhere of significance. The Buddha frequently spoke about the profound importance of the path we walk, both literally and metaphorically. He taught that our choices ultimately shape our destiny, just as our footsteps carve the road we travel. Holding on to old, worn-out shoes can symbolize hesitation, an unwillingness to fully embrace change, or even a subconscious fear of new beginnings that lie ahead. Imagine a traveler embarking on a great and arduous journey. Would they consciously choose to wear shoes with holes, ones that would inevitably slow them down and make each step painful and difficult? Of course not. They would actively seek out strong, reliable footwear that supports them and propels them forward along the way. In the same vein, replacing worn-out shoes with new, sturdy footwear is a symbolic act of inviting stability and forward momentum. It sends a clear message to your subconscious mind that you are now ready to take confident steps towards your goals and aspirations. It can also serve as a powerful reminder to step mindfully, to consciously choose paths that lead to peace and enlightenment rather than those that drag us back into old patterns and habits. The Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once beautifully said, "Walk as if you were kissing the earth with your feet." This deeply profound statement means walking with intention, gratitude, and heightened awareness. If your shoes are old and falling apart, how can you truly walk with reverence and respect? By intentionally choosing shoes that genuinely support you, you are also choosing a life that uplifts and propels you forward on your chosen path. So take a moment right now, look at the shoes you wear each day. Do they help you move with ease and confidence, or do they consistently remind you of past struggles and limitations? If they no longer serve your highest good, let them go with gratitude and embrace the positive change they symbolize in your life. Number 14, watches that are unused or broken. Watches represent time itself and the concept of progression. A broken watch can symbolize missed opportunities or frustrating delays. Time is a central and recurring theme in Buddhist teachings. Everything is inherently transient, and clinging to the past actively prevents us from fully embracing the present moment. Keeping only functional timepieces serves as a constant and gentle reminder to live mindfully and intentionally, making the most of each precious moment we are given. A functional watch is much more than just a simple tool. It represents a deep awareness of impermanence and the inherent ability to seize opportunities as they arise in our lives. Number 15, drawers and closets that are cluttered. Physical clutter directly leads to mental clutter and disarray. A disorganized space inevitably creates stress and significantly hinders success in various areas of life. Buddhist monks consistently emphasize simplicity, recognizing that outer order inherently fosters inner clarity and peace of mind. When we consciously clear out clutter, we make space not just physically in our homes, but also emotionally and mentally within ourselves, allowing new opportunities and profound insights to naturally flow into our lives. Number 16, medicine that is expired. Holding on to expired medicine subtly suggests a reluctance to fully let go of past ailments and illnesses. The body and mind thrive in a continuous state of renewal and regeneration. Regularly clearing out old and expired medications symbolically represents a deep commitment to fresh, healing energy and overall well-being. Number 17, projects that are unfinished. Procrastination inevitably creates a frustrating cycle of stagnation and inertia. Buddhist teachings strongly emphasize the inherent power of completion, actively letting go of what no longer serves us and diligently finishing what we consciously start in our lives. Unfinished projects subtly drain our valuable energy, creating significant mental blocks and obstacles. Completing them fully or consciously deciding to release them with intention ultimately liberates us, effectively making ample room for new and exciting endeavors. Number 18, electronic devices that are broken. Holding on to broken electronic devices creates stagnant and negative energy in our living spaces. They subtly serve as constant reminders of unresolved issues and problems. Repairing them promptly or consciously recycling them helps to clear space for fresh possibilities and technological advancements that effectively serve your current needs and goals. Number 19, spaces that are damp or humid. Excess humidity can create heavy, negative energy that permeates our homes. In Buddhist temples and monasteries, proper ventilation and meticulous cleanliness are consistently emphasized to actively maintain a light and harmonious environment. Keeping your home well ventilated and dry promotes optimal health, mental clarity, and a positive flow of energy throughout your living space. Number 20. Food that is expired. A kitchen should ideally be filled with nourishing, fresh food that sustains our bodies and minds. Keeping expired food items signifies stagnation and a lack of vitality. Buddhist mindfulness naturally extends to how we consciously nourish ourselves. Choosing fresh, wholesome foods symbolically represents vitality, abundance, and deep respect for all forms of life. Number 21. Calendars that are old. Calendars symbolize time and progress in our lives. An outdated calendar subconsciously anchors you in the past, preventing you from fully embracing the present moment. Replacing it with a current one signifies readiness for new and exciting experiences, actively helping you embrace the present moment with fresh intentions and a renewed sense of purpose. Number 22. Doormats that are worn out or dirty. A doormat is the very first point of energy entering your home from the outside world. A worn-out or dirty doormat may subtly prevent good fortune and positive energy from flowing into your living space. Keeping it consistently clean and fresh symbolically represents welcoming positivity, abundance, and new beginnings into your home and life. Number 23. Wallets that are old or damaged. A wallet inherently represents financial energy and prosperity. A damaged wallet can subtly symbolize financial struggles and scarcity. In Buddhist teachings, deeply respecting your resources, including your money and finances, is absolutely crucial for attracting abundance. Upgrading to a clean, well-kept wallet actively attracts wealth, financial stability, and a sense of prosperity into your life. Number 24. Sharp objects that are on display. Sharp objects emit aggressive and cutting energy into a space. In Feng Shui and Buddhist philosophy, they represent cutting energy, which can potentially create tension and disharmony within a household. Storing them properly and consciously out of sight promotes peace, harmony, and a sense of tranquility within your living environment. Your home is profoundly more than just a physical place to live, it is a direct reflection of your inner world, a sacred space where energy either flows freely and abundantly or unfortunately becomes stuck and stagnant. The conscious choices you make about what to keep in your home and what to release and let go of ultimately shape the way you move through life and interact with the world around you. Just as a stagnant river inevitably breeds decay and stagnation, a cluttered home that is filled with energy-draining objects can unknowingly hold you back in subtle yet significant ways you might not even realize. Buddhist teachings gently remind us that letting go is an absolutely essential part of personal and spiritual growth. When we consciously release what no longer serves our highest good, we actively create ample space for renewal, mental clarity, and abundance to naturally flow into our lives. This is certainly not about mindlessly throwing things away for the sake of it, it's about intentionally making room for a future that is filled with endless possibility, joy, and purpose. So, take a moment right now to deeply reflect, what in your personal space is currently keeping you anchored to the past? What small yet powerful changes can you consciously make today to actively invite new, fresh energy and exciting opportunities into your life? Remember, true transformation always begins with heightened awareness and conscious intention. If you found genuine value in this profound insight, please share your valuable thoughts in the comments section below and join our thriving community of mindful living practitioners. Like this video, subscribe to our channel for more wisdom, and let's consciously walk this incredible journey together towards a life filled with lasting peace, true prosperity, and meaningful purpose.